you can see the cover is off. Before we used to have a cover on here. I've taken it off and piled it all on the trampoline over there. Next, to get all these odd weeds out. The cover was just a plastic weed barrier. You get different grades, I can't remember what grades they are. But where all the weeds have come up, that is where I had plants before. So I cut holes in the weed barrier. And now some weeds have got in there. So we're going to try without the weed barrier this year, maybe cover it in the winter. So what I'm doing here now is levelling the ground, not really because I'm using a spirit level, I mean just sort of flattening it. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go back and put some ridges in the ground. And you'll see why I do this. It's from a seed planting. Well, the idea is if I plant the seeds in the ridges, and here you can see me planting the seeds, anything outside those ridges is going to be a weed, so it makes it easier to weed. What seeds we got here? Some poppy seeds, but I mean they didn't really come up too well. They're better just scattered on the ground for light. But we'll quickly skip past this bit. There you go, us putting a darker soil in there. That's so we can see where our plants are, and it makes it far easier to weed. You haven't got to sort of root around or look for a particular sort of seed, because you'll get all like the same seeds all growing quite uniform, so you'll see them quite easily. And then it should look something like this. So at the end of each block like this, I did like one line going the opposite way, and that's where I put my flowers in. And here we've got a sort of shot of after I've sort of done a fair bit of it. I do put more lines in there. There's some flowers in the bottles at the back, and because it was quite cold then I got a load of glass and I put them over all these lines at the front. And the idea is each block is going to be a different crop. And this is a quick whiz about round the outside. These are my beans. I've got tomatoes, all sorts of beans, and some squashes as well. And if one thing that the deers love to eat is the squashes, and I haven't got a fence all around the side because there's enough food for me and the deers really. So I didn't really film anything after this till the end of the year, so here's a quick montage of me collecting up the bottles, because when I've done this it was quite cold. It was getting a bit warmer, and then we'll go straight to basically the summer. So it's a bit later on in the year now. Here's raised beds on the side. We've got lettuce, carrots there, and a lot of random flowers. And the sunflowers are growing quite well at the back there. Here's some fennel. So I've grown flowers in between each crop because it's good for bees, but also if you grow like marigolds between like your rows of carrots, it stops whitefly and slugs, and it grows better. Here's the fence that goes around the sides. This is what we get all our climbing things up. And here's some marrows or squashes, tomato plants mixed in, the odd sunflower. And this carrots with the marigolds. You see there's carrots in between each one of those marigolds. I probably should have planted them a bit further apart. Nice bit of parsley here. And here's some more beans growing up that fence. Runner beans, I think. Here's a sunflower. There is a path next to that, but it's sort of been taken over. And back to the carrots and marigolds. Now for the bees.